Yo, what's up? Cool. Good level. Thanks, Willie. I don't know how my voiceover sounds over this, but yo, what's up? It's Monday night. Pescatore. Yo, I made this shit too. So let's just bounce to it one more minute. Fuck this shit. Let's go. Whoa, what's going on, everybody? What are y'all doing tonight? I decided to stream just for the fuck of it. What do y'all think? All right, let me bro that down real quick. All right, cool. Yeah, that's a new track that I just got done fucking with a couple of days ago. I got a couple of new tracks, actually. How does my voice sound now? Mixed with the audio. Does it still sound compressed? Sometimes I got to hear this shit back so I can actually see the levels, but what's going on? Who do we have in the chat tonight? I saw Ivana. Yo, appreciate that. Willie, of course. Sounding a bit compressed, but the voice. Boba, music is nice. Well, appreciate it. Okay, cool. The voice is better now. All right, awesome. That is what's going down. Yo, what's up, everybody? I am nothing formal tonight. I had to get this off my chest. I was going to do it last night, but I had too many things to take care of. I've got some things going out to Heritage Auction that's going to be hitting about 2 months. So I had to pack up a lot of stuff. And I saw the video that Duty made on DSP with, I'm not going to spoil it. We're going to jump into it in just a second. But it was so entitled, and the man thought so highly of himself for doing one push-up. I was like, there's no way. I've got to call foul on this and shit on this mega middle-aged cringe. But first off, let me let everyone know that, yes, we are almost to the Little Dave VTuber goal. We're at 641. Actually, I think we're at 650 because I had some donations that I haven't put in there yet, but just call it 650. So we're about 350 away from the Little Dave VTuber, and I don't even know. So all donations, all the memberships, anything that comes in through this channel goes directly to that endeavor, because we are going to make Little Dave a fixture. We're going to make him a real live VTuber. We're going to bring him to life. We're going to bring him to life, chat. Like fucking Pinocchio, a digital Pinocchio of cringe that begs all the time. Beg, 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 shill, shill, shill. Willie saying, so late to the DSP detractor info, this stream will be informative. Well, okay, let's put it this way. I am acquaintances with a lot of the detractors. I appreciate their work. They do wonderful work on a man that is literally the internet's NPC. Like, this man is totally controlled by trolls, by LARPers, by content creators, by really, really creative people that I think use DSP as kind of like a palette to draw upon, to, you know, make music, to make videos, to make commentary. You know, it all kind of flows together in this big sludge of cringe that they call detractorism inside of the vortex, the snort text, if you will. What Electro Buzz, yo, what's going on? Yes, exactly. If you have a question about any of this, just feel free. There's probably someone in the chat that can assist you, kind of like a DSP. What do they call the people that take the tickets? A chauffeur, usher, the DSP usher for tonight's review spectacular, which we don't have a lot. I mean, the video is probably about 20 minutes, so I'm thinking that's about an hour, and then we can do a couple of things fun if y'all want to. I've got some things maybe we could talk about a little bit later on, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this bullshit, because this right here, if you don't watch DSP, you know, I wouldn't say often, but you know, on occasion, you know, keep up with the boy, then you wouldn't know exactly how egregious this video is. And I think, before we watch this, I think this is a middle-aged man that is coming to terms with who he is on the internet. And a lot of that's reflected now because he is dealing with PPP, who is a host of the Kino Casino. If anyone follows drama or any kind of YouTuber, internet blood sports, Ralph, all that kind of shit, that the whole sector side, then they know exactly who Kino Casino is. By the way, how's my voice sounding tonight? I did a new compression curve, an equalization curve for my voice, and I wanted to make sure that it's not blowing out any of the speakers, or it sounds like a little bit too, you know, too much bass or whatnot, whatever's going on. But let's go ahead and start. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Breaking DSP's mental breakdown. And this is courtesy of friend of the show, Duty Streams. Everyone give it up for Duty. Duty's been killing it lately. He came back. This was a few months ago when he was taken out of the partnership program because there were some issues with, you know, fair use with some of his content in the beginning. But once he became remonetized, then he's really hit the ground running. Your voice doesn't have much bass. It sounds more natural. Okay. All right. Doesn't have as yeah, I took out more of the bass this time. So I could be a little bit closer to the mic, so I wouldn't have to scream sometimes when I get really excited. Ah, you know, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and watch. Oh, well, Duty, anyways, he changed up his content. It's been doing great. The homie is getting at it, making good monies out here. Like his streams pull in over 500, 600. Guys doing wonderful work out here in the Snortex, and we applaud him for it. Link to this video will also be in the description below. Let's get at it. Oh, by the way, if there are long pauses, we're not paused. He just doesn't know what dead air is. So sometimes we might have a pause of up to like 20 seconds, maybe even 30.
Hey, listen, this is what you guys wanted. We just spent an entire podcast. You understand that, right? We had an entire podcast. We just discussed it. And this is what people came up with. And this is the funny thing that I get is, think about this. Well, we're doing DSP tries it every 10 and it's always fast food. Okay. And every time I do it, people show up. And by the way, the videos do well on my DSP Reacts channel. They each get over 1,000 views. Sometimes they get more than 2,000 views. It depends on what I'm taste testing. But
all right, before we even jump into anything, and I'll hit a beat track in the background, kind of equalize this because, you know, whatever. Boba asking, why did the last stream disappear? There was a little bit of problem with copyright. For some reason, it was like a TikTok, something was getting hit. And I decided to take it down. No, wait, that was the Destiny stream. That was... it wasn't taken down by Destiny. There was something wrong with it. I forget. I think it was a copyright. Either way, it only had like a few hundred views, and I didn't even like it. I thought it was a shit stream, to tell you the truth. And, you know, I didn't want to keep it around because that messes up your standing in the algorithm. But let's go ahead and jump in. DDD, no, they're not floss. No one flagged it. It was just some sort of, it was the getting hit not monetized because either I had cussed too much or we had said something, a word or whatnot, because I immediately had like the red symbol off the jump and that just killed the views on it. So I was like, oh, fuck this and just get rid of it. JJ, what's going on? Dropping in quickly, catch up on the stream later today. All right, cool, bro. We're just doing a little bit of Phil watching tonight. Nothing big. There's no story. There's no story breaking the internet. The Destiny stuff is still out there. I haven't been in it, to tell you the truth, this weekend because I've been concentrating on in real life stuff, which I might actually be able to tell y'all about on Wednesday. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that one. But anyways, let's get back into the boy. The boy is about to tell you why he's pissed off.
Every single one of these videos does over 1,000 views. All the other content on that channel tanked and was doing nothing. These taste tests actually do well. Okay.
But and by the way, the taste test he's referring to is fast food. It's basically just fast food. It's McDonald's, fucking Burger King, literally anything that you can find at any off-ramp anywhere in America. Like if you don't know what fast food doesn't taste like, then, you know, welcome to America because you don't live here.
People want to sit around and whine and complain. Oh, well, you're doing it. It's too much of the same. Do something different. Okay, so let's spend an entire podcast discussing it. And what do we come up with? Snack boxes, soap, but not a fucking memeable tactical soap from some, you know, weirdo. I would try.
Shout out King Cobra JFS. This was another small meme that he's going to mention from time to time because people were saying before, this is kind of the context. People were saying that these goals that he gives, because it costs $150 to hit one goal. And then once they make 10 goals, then he does something special like eat fucking McDonald's and then explain to the people how it tastes. It's ridiculous. And it is, I wouldn't do it if I was homeless on the side of the street. It's so shameful. But the soap, yeah, the reason why the soap is being brought up is because they're trying to decide what he can do as a test, you know, the kind of like the Pepsi fucking challenge of soap. So he wants to buy some soap and try this soap, try that soap, which is better, blah, blah, blah. In like a bowl, like take a clear bowl with water and wash his fucking hands. This is going to cost, now mind you, in order to get to this goal, you have to hit 10 stream goals. And each stream goal is $150. So we're talking $1,500 for him to wash his hands in front of you in a bowl. All right. That's just one of these dumbass fucking goals, these ideas that he's coming up with. And mind you, the reason why these goals are so childish and retarded is because he's cheap and he doesn't want to spend a lot of money because, you know, the more money you take out of that 1,500, that's less profit for the boy. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be cheap. It has to be something he can do on stream, and it can't be too arduous because later on we're going to see that he wants y'all to pay per push-up. So let's just continue because I could sit here and talk about it all night long because it's starting to make me angry.
Different one. Different kind of soap. We have some ideas, Dr. Squatch or that other one. What was the other one? Rust and Robust? Yeah, something about Robust, right? I would try one of those. Or different things. Instead of just Taco Bell, we have other ideas for the DSP tries this, right? So we just spent 90 minutes on it, and now people will be like, oh, that's terrible. What a horrible idea. So what should I do?
He come up with his idea to give his viewers as a reward for them coming and supporting his stream. You know, basically he calls it support. It's basically paying him to play video games or talk and rage, which, you know, it's a streamer. That's what people do. That's what I'm doing right here. That's fine. But inherently he does it as a predatory, you know, begging, you owe me for doing this. Why am I not getting paid by you, the viewer? Now, a lot of the people that understand DSP know exactly what I'm talking about. But the people that don't understand who this dude is, just this is the easiest way to explain him. This is a 12-year-old spoiled boy. This is an only child, but he's really 12 years old, and he has the mind of a 12-year-old. But it's also, not only is he childish, but he's an extremely old man at the same time. So he's very prudish. There's no talking about sex, but he loves to talk about dicks and assholes and poo-poo and doo-doo, you know, all that kind of childish shit. That's basically what his mind entails of. It's, what can I buy to put on my stream so that people give me more money than what I put into it? And we're talking, he wants 100x. So if the soap costs $30, he wants $3,000. You get what I'm saying?
That, right? It's like, I can't please everyone. And it seems like some people are just unpleasable no matter what. They just whine. And by the way, here's the funniest part about all of it. Are you ready? Here's the absolute best, funniest part about all of this, okay? Who are the people that complain the most about the rewards for support? Who are the people who are always sitting around complaining, saying the rewards aren't good enough? There's a common thread and a common pattern. Do you want to know who they are? It's the people who don't support the streams. Those are the people who complain. It's never the people who are here and have a good time and enjoy the content. It's the people who literally never support anyway. They're the ones who are sitting around whining in the fucking chat. Oh, he's doing another DSP tries it, another food. They don't watch the videos. They don't support the streams. They just sit there and complain all fucking day. Everything's been working well. There really is no reason.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. If he would do this, let me change my view.
To change it up.
Sorry. For the longest time, people thought this dude was playing a character. They thought he was playing the angry video game man. Not maybe for the longest time. This dude's been like this for fucking ever. But and it's there are some people, including Keemstar. I remember Keemstar actually coming to me and asking if Phil was if this was an act, like if this was a kind of over the top Truman Show act where he knew exactly how cringy he was being. And I was like, no. I was like, this is the most unself-aware, combined with narcissistic and entitled. It's like the most entitled brat kid grew up with nothing. Okay, he grew up with not many things, so he has this thing in his heart where he has to try to fill it by buying things. Like everything has to be bought. There's no saving of money. There's no preparing for years down the line. It's very, very instant gratification with this guy. Extreme instant gratification. I mean, if we went through this, some of these dudes just daily financials, he spends upwards around $1,000 a day on microtransactions, on video, on wrestling games. This has been proven. He has outright come out and said this. He downplays the numbers, but the weird part about it is just over time, if you take a look at just the preliminary numbers, this guy spent 6 figures on a video game, on a mobile game, you know. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe he loves it. Who the fuck knows? But the problem, I don't care what he does spending his money. But the problem with this is that he is every day on now YouTube streaming, begging for this money for daily expenditures. Your bills, your power bill. Like imagine me, okay? Imagine me, all right? I make a good living. Imagine me coming to you who's working 40, 50 hours a week, who might be at work right now, and saying to you, hold on, this is exactly what it is. Oop, wrong one. Listen. I'm going to need that donation money. Boba, you haven't tipped in a few hours. I think I'm going to go ahead and ban you. Mods, demod, ban. Who's next? Willie, when was the last time that you donated? Let me check. Not today. Banned. Who we got else? Jay Valentine. Stroke mouth in rare form lately. You gotta believe that. But you didn't put no money on the end of that comment. Banned. See what I mean? Oh, my bad. Talk, stroke face.
Everything's going fine. The goals are being hit. The support is coming in. People are enjoying the content. There's really nothing to whine about, except that some people just want to complain about everything, yet they don't support regardless. So why the fuck do I care what they think, right? Why the fuck do I care?
Yeah, this is exactly what he thinks people
How about this?
should pay for.
All right? Seriously. Because here's the truth. This is...
Now, he's going to give the detractors and everyone else that has, tried to meme on him, tried to dunk on him throughout the years, he's going to get some payback now. The rabbit finally has the gun. And guess what he's going to come up with? You ready? I'm going to turn down the music for this just so everyone can concentrate on what he wants. And just remember, this is all about money.
This is what PPP has realized recently. The people who want to complain the most and want to get me to do stuff for memes and shit never support it. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. The people who complain the most, the people who are the loudest screamers, the people who say, Phil should really do this and do this and do this. When you say, okay, I'll do it, support it, they never support it. Just last week, we showed on Smart Guys, now with my new office setup, I do have room right here. I can do push-ups on the floor, on camera, and you could see me do them. And I said, I would do them. Let's get some support and let's do it. Do you want to know how much support we received to do push-ups? 0.
Zero. He got $0 for doing half of a push-up. And he's mad. Ooh, he's mad. He thought that he'd be able to waddle his way to money bags galore, being able to do half a push-up over in the corner of this fucking closet. He expected it. He truly expected it. That I don't understand this kind of, like, I get about having a good time on stream and fucking around and being goofy and having a fun time. But I would never berate people for money in this. Like, I would never expect you have to pay for something that I'm doing on YouTube. I'm glad that you're here. I don't understand why you're here, but I love it. Thank you. And the people that have donated in the past, the ones that have gotten us all the way up to almost $6.50 on the little Dave VTuber, that's fucking amazing to me. But this guy, that number up there in the little Dave VTuber, he wants that number every 2 days. Every 2 days, he wants that number. So basically, he wants $300 a day, no matter what. And this money doesn't come from like multiple sources like ad revenue, sponsorships, merch, fucking memberships, Patreon, all that stuff. No. It's 100% crowdfunded. It's money that comes from your pocket into his PayPal. 70 to 75% of it makes a left and goes to Scopely to pay for his addiction on the mobile game app. Okay? Whatever. That's his fucking business. But the other 25% that goes to everything else, like the bills and not being able to take his wife on a fucking regular date in 5 years or a vacation. This dude is a hermit. This dude doesn't come out of his house 6 days a week. He does 2 streams a day. Each stream is 3 to 4 hours long. So you're doing about 8 hours, 8 hours of streaming. you know, and of course, there's no prep to this. There's no prep to this, you know, beyond, he doesn't even do prep when the camera is off. The prep he does is on camera because that's just more time that he is available to get super chats and tips and shit like that. That's all it is. It's just background music for a payment processor. You know, if Phil could sleep on stream and get money, he'd do it. And probably PPP will probably tell him about sleep streams pretty soon. And they'll have him up there and they'll be shooting, you know, bad TTS and all that shit. All that shit. But for right now, he's just complaining about not getting a dime for doing one of the fucking sissiest push-ups that you've ever seen this side of a women's prison.
0. Because no one actually cares about push-ups. It's just dumb fuck mouth drooling trolls who don't support content. You get it? So all the people who complain, oh, the DSP tries it rewards are horrible. They've never submitted a single dollar. So why the fuck do I care? Really? I just, you know, you're like, gee, maybe we can lean into it. Maybe we can make it so that if we roll with the memes, people will enjoy and support. No, the people who made the negative memes never wanted to support to begin with. They just wanted to be shitbags. They just wanted to dump on me. They don't care about what they're actually saying.
See, and this is the reason why he fails and other content creators achieve, because at this moment, he's looking at this situation like, you need to pay me to do this meme, to reenact this meme, or you don't care about me or my content or my family or my cat or anything. Well, for one, this is garbage content, Phil. There is no bar to entry to doing what you're doing, okay? That's number one. One of the reasons why you have a career in online entertainment is because of the memes, all right? So let's just put it this way. What if you showed up one day doing the meme, you didn't ask for the money, you just showed up doing it, not expecting any money? I guarantee you that you would have a great stream, because it would start to circulate and, oh my God, Phil's fucking doing the meme, he's doing this and he's doing that. And yes, people are going to come in and they're going to shit on you and they're going to talk shit on you and whatever. But dude, you're a clown. You're a fucking clown on YouTube. That's your job. You know, you need to have a business card on the back of a balloon animal that says, you know, Phil Burnell, children's entertainer, because that's exactly what this shit is. And until you realize that there is no one sitting in the high offices of, you know, some corporate CEO of Activision or fucking any gaming company or Nvidia. No one is sitting up there saying, you know what, I wonder what Phil Burnell's thoughts are on this particular game. No, dude, they don't fucking care. You know, to the point that anyone knows you, it's the people that stay away from you because you're just brand kryptonite. So, I mean, you're brand death, to be quite honest. Anything associated with you is going to fucking fail. So that's the reason why you have to take control. And I know PPP's probably told you 100 times, you know, and you're finally putting 2 and 2 together because a halfway grown man has told you, you know, hey, Phil, you know, people are really making fun of you right here. At the same time, he's making fun of your face. It's a big conundrum.
Wait, Phil can actually do push-ups on camera now? No one cares. Just ignore it now like he can't do it, right? Like, what? For how many years did you complain that you wanted to see me do push-ups on camera, so I made the offer? No one will do anything about it. Well, then go fuck yourself. Then I'm never going to waste time on this shit, right?
Just give up. Give up. Don't do anything. Stop trying. You know, that's the reason why he's a content creator for 16 years, everybody. Give up. Stop trying. It'll never succeed. It'll never work. Was it not easy? Did it not succeed the first time with little or no effort? Well, fuck it then. Phil Burnell don't want not a damn thing to do with it. Not a fucking thing. If it takes more than 15 minutes worth of attention or $30 worth of investment Burnell ain't fucking buying it, baby. You can get all the way fucked. You're trying to fuck him over. You don't think he recognized what the soap meme was for King Cobra JFS? You don't think he recognized that, bitch? You don't think that the great that's right, Phil, with your cope laugh. You don't think the great Phil Burnell recognized that the Goblin King himself reps that soap? Fuck you, trolls. You don't control Phil's life. Even though he's in his 40s, he barely lives in his house. He has no kids, no savings. He has barely a fucking mortgage, a little Toyota car. His wife's as big as a house. I don't even know if she still lives there. But yet, it's all paid in the shade at DSP Gaming. Look, guys, he got a new light. He got some new lights. Pay him for some push-ups. This dude is doing great.
Skizzle says, there has to be limits. What if I offered you $200 to end the stream now? No, because the potential is, number one, this content needs to be made so that there's something for everyone to watch. Number two, this content has potential to make over $200.
This content has potential to make over $200. In what currency? Pesos? Are we talking Venezuela Bolsonaros? On what planet is this worth $200 worth of ad revenue? Where the hell do you get $200 out of 400 views? What he's talking about is there's enough time that I might acquire $200 worth of donations and call that revenue, for some fucking reason. I don't know. Literally, it's in the name. Donations aren't revenue, but whatever. This guy knows more than us. He's already been through first bankruptcy. He's going back for a boogaloo bankruptcy number 2.
Like $200 guarantee versus possibility that I could do even more of that. I would rather have the possibility of doing even more. You see, I'm not in this just for the money. I'm in this to make entertaining content for the masses while also I make some money.
Oh my God. Just stop. Just stop. Just fucking stop. He's not in it for the money. Wait, I'm really confused about what this circular logic is, because this seems like a quote that, oh, what's up, Tiger King? This seems like a quote that should go on like a marble statue somewhere. A place that'll stay for 500 years. It's just etched into the stone. This is the quote that humanity needs to know about DSP. This sums up DSP in literally one sentence.
Money, I'm in this to make entertaining content for the I could do even more of that. I would rather have the possibility of doing even more. You see, I'm not in this just for the money. I'm in this to make entertaining content for the masses while also I make some money, But anyway, the point I was about to make, okay?
Yeah. He's not in it for the money. He's in it for making entertaining content for the masses while also making some money. So, I mean, I guess, wouldn't you consider that you're making money? Like you're here to make money. Okay. If this was free, if you were not getting paid for this, you would not be there. That's the reason why you don't stream on Twitch, because the partner program won't pay you, because no one wants to be associated with you, because for some odd reason, for fucking 16 years, you have not figured out how any content creator economy works at all. And you didn't know how to pivot when the apocalypse apocalypse hit too. Now I give you this. DSP did jump into streaming, or as he calls it, interactive streaming. He jumps into it in 2017, starts doing on Twitch, becomes one of the number one beggars. I mean, y'all have to understand, this dude is world famous for his begging, for the amount of begging, the creativity of the begging, of said begging. There's wordsmanship, lyricism to his begging. You know, he's like the Eminem of begging. The man, if every time you don't think the man can come up with a new beg, he drops 7 on you.
If you really want tactical soap, put your money where your mouth is, right? Right now, if someone drops $300 and we hit 2 goals on this stream, I will get the tactical soap and I'll test it this week for DSP Tries It when we hit 90. But put in $300 on this stream right now to show that you want the meme. Actually fucking support it and pay for it. Don't demand it. Don't be a greedy little bitch, a whiny little child. Actually support the content and maybe you'll get something funny out of it. Okay? Instead of trying to fool me into it because I didn't know that there was a meme associated with that soap. Now that I know it, pay for what you want. And if you pay, you get it. If you don't, shut the fuck up and don't come back because you're just a whiny troll bitch that no one cares about. Okay? So what's it going to be? Now, if we don't get the support today and we don't hit $300 on the stream, I don't ever want to hear tactical soap again because it just proves that you're a little bitch. Okay?
Has anyone ever wanted to punch a screen so bad when I do this? When you have this face right here? This dude is calling someone a whiny little bitch. I think he's had a stroke because this dude right here is the biggest male Karen of the English language. I can't say of the world because I don't know of all languages, but I know this for sure. Of the English speaking language part of the world, DSP is a short form, is a nickname for someone who either begs or someone who fails at everything. Literally everything. This dude doesn't leave his house. He has everything sent to him. I don't believe that he leaves his house on his day off. I never have believed that. Have believed that one time. Maybe when he has to go and get something that can't be delivered. Maybe. But overall, this guy don't leave the house. And I also guarantee you all the furnishings in that fucking house are like exactly what Panda Lee bought in that round 1 of furnishings back in like 2014. So it looks like a dorm room probably, you know. This dude's 40 years old, okay? I tell you this right now. And I'm 40, I'm 3 years older than he is. My priorities have changed over the years. But I will tell you this. I don't care that he does make 6 figures a year begging for playing video games. This life right here is worse than fucking going to prison because it's almost like this guy is forever trapped in his kid's bedroom, you know? And you get to see it. It's like a Christian that's more intelligent. It's a Christian that's intelligent enough to pay bills and have a mortgage and understand finance. But to the point of social interaction, that's it. This is it. You see the reason why he says, oh, this is my only social interaction. Well, it's the only place where he has control. Okay? Screaming to no one, screaming to a camera or a bunch of wheelchairs in the chat and a bunch of LARPers makes him feel so powerful. But it's literally ash and dust. Like, it's nothing. It's literally worth nothing. The day that he stops doing the rage man shit for donations, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? There's no plan here. And he wants to call other people whiny bitches, that this content looks stupid because you're eating fucking Taco Bell and explaining to people how that tastes. But it also costs almost $3,000 for the privilege. Fuck you. Seriously, I don't often like get mad at DSP. But Phil, if you see this, go fuck yourself. Once you end up putting more than goddamn 20 minutes worth of effort and $15 worth of investment behind your content, all these gadget bullshit, high chairs that you got lined up around you, you have Asperger's, bro. You have fucking Asperger's because you want to make a fucking hug box for yourself and you want people to watch it. And then you want people to pay for it. I mean, next stream we're going to end up, he's going to have one of those goddamn little squeeze things because he's so fucking autistic. He's going to have that squeeze shit on him. I mean, this is a child. Calling people whiny bitches. Boy, you were dancing last stream like a stripper for a fat dude. Don't ever call anyone a bitch.
There you go.
This is what he wants you to pay for, right? He wants you to pay for fucking 20 seconds of dead air every time he reads chat. Because there's nothing here. He's just living in front of the stream camera and playing games like a child. I mean, this is starting to get just fucking sad. And he can, I mean, great, Phil. Thank you. More claps for you, Phil. Phil made a little extra money this year. He bought some toys. Okay, great. I think he's winning.
Old Wrinkly Boner did a $2.22 tip and says, bring back DSP Reacts. DSP Reacts exists. DSP Reacts is where I upload the DSP Tries It rewards. DSP Reacts is where we do Feasting with the King. And DSP Reacts is where I do Smart Guys every week.
All right, now let's check out DSP Reacts, okay? DSP Reacts. Let's see what kind of numbers DSP Reacts has been pulling here. Because the guy, he's sitting there, he's like, well, why would you know it's fucking going on? Okay. This is what he is so proud of. What do we got here? We got us some food shit. We got us, eating Chick-fil-A. Eating a fucking sandwich that he puts up to the camera like he's like he has Asperger's and he's showing mommy what daddy made. Venezuelan food, 1,000 views, 1,000 views, 1,000 views. Whoa, look at this. Cross-eyed Taco Bell. This, whatever. 1,000 views a video, basically. Smart Guys. 4,000, 4,000, 6,000. What is stream format? Okay, he did 3 of them, losing a third every time, so about 4,000. I mean, shit. PPP, they get like fucking 30,000 on their stream. What the hell? You'd figure he would bring over at least 10. But yeah, this is what's going on. Look at that shit. 2.5 thousand videos. Only 35,000 subscribers. And he likes to use this to flex on people. These numbers suck. These numbers suck ass. Like AI channels that I can make in a day make better numbers than this. Hell, I don't stream. I suck at this. And I still get close to 1,000 views a stream on some streams. Some streams is not very interesting. But I mean, I'm just fucking around. I don't have to feed my family doing this. And I wouldn't, because it's too volatile. I wouldn't want to put on my audience that you have the burden of taking care of my financial and personal responsibilities. You're just here to have fun, have a good time. If you want to contribute financially to something we're doing on the show, that's what we're doing on the show. But I'm not going to take $10 from you and say, thanks, now I can eat today. No. That's so dirty. Because he has means. And he's just taking money away from people that actually might need it. That's how I look at it. I know I do suck at streaming, but I am truthful about sucking at streaming. And I learn and every day get better. So yeah, today we suck ass. Tomorrow we'll suck less ass. Whoops. Yeah. All right, let's go back. I'm going to sit here and have the mental breakdown too.
DSP Reacts hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't know what you mean.
There you go. At least no begging. I'll never beg. Fuck. You take me out. Pescatore ain't begging for a goddamn thing. I'll get it myself. I'll get it or I'll fucking take it.
But thanks for the tip, old wrinkly boner. I don't know about a boner being maybe bald. I don't know about a boner.
See, why can't you just have fun? That's the whole reason why some of the AI that I make that makes them smile and like, you know, have fun. That's why some people look at it and they're like, this looks foreign. This looks crazy. And it's because this dude is either coping about something or he's mad about his station in life. And he always wants to prove to you that, you know, he is somebody by reciting how much money he made today, how much money he made yesterday, how much money they made for the week, how much money he's made for the year, how much money he's made for the last 5 years. You know, this is every day because this is all he has. You know, Phil's never going to come to the mic and say, hey guys, I finally was able to buy that boat and me and the wife are going, you know, sailing around Washington or whatever, or we bought that cabin up in the woods and we're finally going to, you know, settle down a little bit, you know, or yeah, Kat's been working now she's almost in her 40s. I don't want her working at fucking Trader Joe's all her life. So, you know, I got her a car. I bought my wife a car. There's nothing special. It's an older pre-owned Lexus. Well, she's a great wife, and she deserves it. You know, that old Corolla or whatever. You know, what are we back in college? You know, oh wow. You know, next month, me and Kat and the kids we're heading down to Orlando. Yeah, we're gonna see the new Nintendo World. Yeah, it's opening this year. Yeah. And then we're gonna come by. We're gonna come by and stay with what's the dude's name? Uncle Rambo. Uncle Rambo and Uncle John. They've got their kids out there. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be out on the lake all weekend. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Crypto's up. You know, I bought it back. I was a YouTuber back when crypto was just gaining popularity. You know, I was inside that sphere. A lot of the people that were content creators around me made millions. Yeah, me too. I was able to see a good thing. I didn't waste my money on mobile games or anything like that. Oh, y'all talking about my boy? Y'all talking about my boy Nikki D?
Rare Tricks, I'm well aware that there's people on Kick who are nice people and like my content. I'm just saying, you notice, Rare Tricks, in the chat, there's this overabundance of sock accounts. Literally, they're all names that have to do with a stupid little reference to something I've done or some stupid meme. And they're all saying, they all echo the same thing. Like, they all yelled at the same time, zoo trip, like literally all at the same time.
Okay, you want to know what you do with that? Go on a fucking zoo trip. Go on a fucking zoo trip. Have the stream open up one day and you're IRL and you're at the zoo with your wife. I mean, we already know that she looks like a fucking Oompa Loompa. Okay? Nothing's going to change about that. All right? We know that she didn't get fucked by you ever because no woman would let herself go like that if a man was still fucking her. That's just the God's honest truth. Okay? Woman lets herself go like that. Men let themselves go like that when they don't have to impress the opposite sex anymore. So, you know, that cat probably stopped the day she walked in to the snort fort. Okay? There's no one putting any effort into this relationship. And I don't like saying that because, you know, it's his relationship, it's whatever. But this guy spends 1/3 of his life literally on stream camera. So what does that tell you about the rest of his life? I mean, I can't fathom the amount of time that he spends on stream and the amount of money that he gets for it. Because, yeah, he might get 6 figures, but fuck, he spends 50, 60 hours a week doing this shit on stream. You get the same money working at McDonald's. If you're going to do that many hours. Shadow Television, what's going on? Facts. He could monetize the shit out there as a whole comedy on climbing the street. I mean, songs, animation. Look what the fuck I got going on. This is goofy stuff whenever I do like puppet. This right here. Sorry guys, I don't know why whenever I've got the little Dave puppet up, you know, this costs big real money. And it's a funny meme that is just for fun. I'm not trying to take you down, Phil. I'm not trying to slander you or whatever. If you can't embrace the meme 100% because any meme that you embrace, Phil, you automatically kill, okay? Because when the lolcow becomes self-aware of the meme and they try to profit off of it, it inevitably dies. That's just a fact of life. Now, there is a small window where you could gain quite nicely and set yourself up for more in the future. But for you to just fucking flip out over a few people in a kick chat screaming, zoo, zoo, zoo. You know, you did promise your wife one day you'd take her to the fucking zoo. You imagine your little area, the snort techs, this little community, if you just showed up, boom, IRL at a zoo, you'd have like 3,000 viewers. I guarantee you. Who would not watch an IRL of Phil at the zoo? And you wouldn't even, I mean, it'd be shitty to not bring your wife, but I guess you wouldn't have to. And you wouldn't have to do it for hours and hours and hours. You just had to do it for long enough, you know, for it to be a thing. That's how all the other streamers work, bro. You know, there's talk behind the scenes. They're setting stuff up. There's more than just buying bars of soap and washing your hands. This is not that's e-thottery, dude. That's stuff that the girls in bikinis do. Oh, I'll do 5 jumping jacks if you pay me $50. You could see my feet for $100. You know? Talk about not being able to wash off the clown makeup. Shit, you can't wash off the sparkles. This motherfucker might as well go dance on the pole. I mean, his entire life is shaped by the detractors. And side note, the detractors have actually made him into a better man. He is wearing regular clothes. He is grooming himself to a certain extent. He has new underwear. He's got new socks. You know, his wife didn't do that. He needs a mommy. He needs a daddy. I mean, he has a mommy. He needs a daddy. That's the problem with Phil. Phil is constantly looking for a daddy. He wants a daddy. He has a mommy, you know, my mom, my wife, my wife, my mama, but he needs a daddy. He needs a stern hand to lead him and to tell him what to do, because he doesn't want to learn. He just wants to be told what to do. He wants to be the beta. He wants an alpha to come along, hold his hand, you know, lick his thumb, stick it up Phil's booty, and puppet him around. And, you know, right now, the best thing we got is PPP. PPP is not the best man out there, but he'll make some funny content. Definitely. And that's my opinion on Phil Burnell. Is he's in constant search of a daddy to teach him how to be a man. Because for some odd reason, this rocket failed to launch.
Meaning they're all sitting in the same Discord. You noticed that, right?
I can say I wouldn't go that far, Joshy. But with the fact that I'm so curious if Kat is still with him. There's a chance. There's a chance that she could be gone. There's a chance. I don't think it's a very big chance, because I think we'd see a more of an on edge DSP. And I think the closer we get towards tax season, maybe. But it is true that she has not really been heard or seen or, you know, for months. But of course, she's a hermit too. So their lives are compatible because they're just roommates. You know. My girl, if I tell her, I say, hey, I'm streaming tonight. I'm going to be at my house streaming later on tonight. Most of the time I had, like today. Let me tell you exactly what Josh's day off was like. Just to give you 2 seconds of my day off. Get rid of this fucking puppet. Yo, what's up, Terabit? What's going on? Yo, Crypto, what's going on? So anyways, today, this is what I did. Had to wake up. I had to go take Lucy to the vet. We had to go get her phenobarbital because she has seizures. So I had to get that medicine. That's like a controlled substance. So they always give me like, they have to test her to see if her levels are good. And then they make me sign something, DA control and all that crap. And leave, take her home. I go to the gym, hour and a half. I'm looking at stuff going on the internet as well. Stuff going on the news mainly. Here recently, the president of Colombia rejected a lot of Trump's illegal immigrant military planes. But the reason why I jumped in on it is because the president of Colombia was the same guy that asked Biden to pardon the guy that orchestrated the kidnapping and murder of my father. That guy is the terrorist who we have locked up in ADX Florence right now, and he'll be there till he's dead. But the president of Colombia made a specific push to try to get Biden to pardon him. Now, good thing that Biden was at least awake and didn't let that go through. But the president of Colombia is a fucking communist terrorist sympathizer. And if you don't believe me, look up M19 and Pablo Escobar. We might do it on another stream, maybe on Wednesday. But I did that. After that, I had to go pick up Walmart stuff. I had to go pick up food stuff, more shipping supplies, bring that home, bring that back. Played pinball for a little bit when I came home. Cleaned up, had dinner. My girl's over here right now, but she's just in the theater room watching TV. So when I'm done here, we're going to spend some time together, and that's it. I'll be on stream for about 2 hours, probably. Not 8. So I just think of the 2 hours that I spend doing this, how much fun it is, but I'll always subscribe to the coda that you should always leave them wanting more. You shouldn't just beat the fucking gag into the ground. It should be surprising. It should be spontaneous. It should be fun. And it shouldn't be a chore. You shouldn't show, if you're going to do this is just my opinion. If you're going to do an IRL zoo stream, you don't need to talk about it 2 weeks before asking people to support it. You just need to go. Because what's it going to cost you? A couple of $100? You get all the stuff for IRL, then all of a sudden you could do it at any time. So, but whatever. Getting DSP to leave the house is like talking Eskimos out of their ice igloos. I mean, it's just not going to happen. This guy's going to be exactly like this because he's afraid of anonymous trolls on the internet. And that's what's so entertaining to me, that somebody is this afraid, but yet acts so big, bad, and tough in their little playroom. Dead air. We'll be talking here in a second. Just 1 second. Does Colombia beg for money like DSP? Well, I know that they took it up the ass from Trump when he sent over those planes, and the president of Colombia, his name is Gustavo Petro. Well, when those military planes went over there, Gustavo Petro became a Karen and was like, I don't like that airline. You need to bring them over on Spirit or Delta. Don't bring them over on a military airline. Bring them over on fucking American Airlines. The Trump was like, yeah, okay, we're going to charge 50% tariff all up on your ass. And then Petro, an hour later, Petro was like, oh, you need us to send our own planes? Huh? You need me to come over there and escort them myself? Hit him with that 50%. That's right. Hit him with that 50. Hit him with that 50. Make them dance. Made them motherfuckers dance quick. Whoa, what do you mean? 50%? Whoa. I meant they could land here. No problem. No problem. Spirit, fucking American Airlines, goddamn a weather balloon, fucking a drone, landed here. We don't care. I don't care. I'll be a stewardess. What are you drinking? You need any peanuts? Fucking Petro, a communist bitch. So anyways, That's what I did today. And that's just a kind of a normal day, you know. Canada's won some of that treatment too. Hey, FAFO, fuck around and find out. They start talking about, oh, we're not going to take these planes. Hit them with the 50. That's what they need to do. We need to make a meme that's like Trump hitting them with the 50. Like 50 and Trump. Hit him with 50, like 50 shots. Hit him with the 50. Make the motherfuckers act right with that 50%. Oh! Make them stand up. Make them think twice. Turn them into a fucking anime character. Wah! 50? What are you doing? 50? Wah!
All right. Well, at least we have some interesting ideas, and I will act on some of these today. As a result of this podcast, I'm probably going to order one or more snack boxes, so that way we're doing something a little different. Instead of ordering fast food, it's a different kind of taste testing, right? That could be fun. The soap idea.
Hey, do y'all want me to order some snack boxes? You want me to order some juice boxes? I tell y'all what, I'll order some of those little, the animal cracker boxes, you know, that they have for children at recess and at snack time. Little snack boxes, you know, little kid shit. It's kiddie stuff, snack kid stuff. We'll do that. I'll buy one or two. You know, I don't want to break the bank on snack boxes. I'll get 2 snack boxes and I'll eat them. I won't show you my face either. This is not going to be an IRL cam. I'll just eat them behind the avatar and I'll tell you how they taste. And that will be the goal that you get when you, and I mean you right now, the person listening to me and watching me, you get this number right up here over 1,000. And when it gets over 1,000, then I'll eat some animal crackers. Okay? Okay? All right. Cool. Moving on.
Idea is an interesting one. I'd actually be able to do it here. I actually have a big transparent bowl that I could fill with water and actually wash my hands with different soaps and test them. If you guys, that's something that you want. So I'll consider that. But you know, I need other ideas
What's
too.
up,
Like I said, I like
Nugs?
other products that I.
Look at that. We got Nugs Medallion in the chat. What's going on, brother? Bully says his stream quality is way down. Anyone else's stream quality way down? Reluctant, yeah, you can hear me chew. But, I mean, you have to put some money. You have to put some money behind that. You think I chew for free? Literally. Do you think I am sitting in this chair doing this for free? No, you pay me. And I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it anytime. I don't understand. I did one push-up. I did a push-up. Didn't you see it? And you said you pay for it. And guess what? Nobody paid for it. So fine, fuck your memes. I'm just going to sit here and Karen out. Cool? Cool.
I could test for DSP tries it that aren't just, you know, taste testing too. Like I used to do other things, but ever since Think Geek shut down, it kind of shut down my ideas. That's when it became a fast food tasting series. So if you guys have more ideas, let me know.
This is your job. This is your job. I get that you need an input from viewers, but this is up to you. And he just pawns this off on other people. So whenever it's a problem or a flop, you know, he immediately can say, well, I didn't do it. I didn't suggest it. It's not my problem, even though it's literally his content. This is what he does constantly. And the man refuses to learn from his mistakes. That's what makes him so entertaining. But it's also what makes him so frustrating for someone that I don't consider myself like a scholar, but I will learn from my mistakes. Trust me. I don't think he learns from his mistakes. I think every day is like Groundhog Day. It's just a reset in his brain. It's just a reset. And he's found this money glitch where he lives in this particular sector where he was early enough to YouTube monetization and viral enough in the beginning that has lasted for 16 years in and of some way. But here lately, and Duty was talking about this, and I think me and Duty were talking about the social play. Here lately, we've been looking at his overall views for DSP gaming, which is how he pays his mortgage and a lot of his bills, because that check comes in kind of like clockwork. But he is, for the first time ever, let me get this review. His analytics don't look good at all. Check this out. This right here, under 500,000. This was his resurgence. So normally DSP will get about over 500,000 on any given stream, any given month. These are total views. This has nothing to do with Superchats or whatever, but this is something that has kept him afloat for years because it's just another $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 that comes in. Okay. But you can see that after the resurgence, we are starting to go down. And specifically for this month, we're going further down. It's a small incremental drop each month. But if I could go back over 16 years, you would see it would look like a mountain going into a field. And while he's correct that you can still make a living without making a ton of, ad revenue off of YouTube, I think that ad revenue is a big portion of being a YouTuber, and just relying on your audience to foot the bill for everything is cheap. It's disgraceful. And it's not a very good business. It's not a very good business model, because it relies on the fact of kindness of strangers. Either that or exploiting those that can't, reasonably take care of their own finances. Either which way, it's shameful. But then again, we're talking about DSP. This guy is, not only is he begging you, he's deriding you and blaming you for not paying for push-ups, for not paying for Taco Bell, for not paying for all this. And all this is just figments of his imagination. These are just numbers that he picks out of the air, What do these numbers mean? You need 10 stream goals of $150. Well, who came up with the $150? Why is that just not 100? Before it was 50, right? But now he's asking for more. He gets more. And he sees that people like PPP, who say it unironically and ironically sometimes about let's get some subs, let's get some money, let's do this, that, and the other. Well, that's his ticket right there. That's something that Phil has always wanted in his life. He's always wanted to cloak the bag in an entertainment style production, where the bag is part of the show. The Beg Show. The biggity beg show. Instead of the big show, it's the beg show. The biggity beg show. Everybody out there having a good time? Y'all enjoy me going raging off on DSP's dumb shit? Yeah, I mean, this is another. This crypto is actually true about this. Hit the goal and don't deliver. Okay. Now, another thing that we got to realize: these goals are only done in $150 increments. So, say if we did a stream tonight and you only got $100, you're $50 to the goal, right? No, that shit resets. So these numbers mean nothing. These numbers are just something to make Phil feel good about himself. They're fake analytics. They're fugazi. They're fairy dust. This is all an exercise for Phil's delusion. And I mean, have at it, you know? But let's call a spade a spade. Any guy can sit online and beg for hours and hours and hours on end, and I'm pretty sure they'll get some money. And Phil's a known-ish creator that gets 100 to 300 viewers. 100 to 300 viewers on average, I guess. Maybe you could do about $100 a stream. But he's just wanting to pump that fucking well as many times as he can. So every time he hits record or stream, he assumes that money's going to be there. And the worst part about DSP is he pre-spends the money. I know. I know a pre-spender when I see one. And this dude pre-spends like a motherfucker.
I'm open to them. Okay. And so who's going to drop the 300? Actually, right now, we're at 48. So who's going to?
By the way, you don't get to say hundo. You don't take that. Don't you fucking kill that. I like hundo. Don't take that from me. You stick with your fucking $300 white man bullshit. Fucking northern goofy fucking clown bullshit. Don't you goddamn take hundo from me. Once you say $100 diggery-roos or some shit, fucking Ned Flanders over here.
Going to drop the $252 right now to get us to 300, and then I'll do tactical soap or our DSP tries it later in the week. Who's going to?
300. He wants $300 to wash his hands in a bowl of soap. Just because King Cobra JFS rep tactical soap as a meme. Funny. It's worth money, right? It's worth 300. Why aren't you paying? Why aren't you paying?
Going to do it, or I'll shut up about it forever. Because again, just like
don't tempt me with a good time.
The push-ups, just like everything else, it's all nonsense. It's all your dumb, brainless mouth drooler memes. For a bunch of idiots who don't realize that it's a bunch of grifters who propagate these memes to keep you watching their content and sending them money. You're that dumb, that you're that gullible, right? So you don't understand that the detractor content creators are just grifters. They do it for money. If there was no money, they wouldn't do it. The memes wouldn't exist, right? So you're that dumb. You propagate the meme. Now support the meme so the meme becomes real, or else shut up about it forever and get a nice fucking swift ban. So what's it going to be?
Now I want to make sure no one punched their screen at the end of that little soliloquy, of that little monologue. I'm sorry I had to play that in full. But if that made you angry, you're in good company. Because it should. Because any grown man, grown woman would look at this and just turn their nose up in disgust. Pure disgust. This is the entertainment business. You're supposed to be entertaining. That's why you're there. But Phil wants the security of being paid up front for content that is, how can I put it? Cheap, lowbrow, repetitive, derivative, toxic, but that could be funny sometimes. Extremely cringe. And all over just bad. But the reason why he exists and why there's an entire economy around him is because these things seen from the outside are hilarious, because no one would take this kind of punishment without changing a few things. This guy thinks that he can change the viewer into what he needs. And to be quite honest, he's done it to quite a few viewers. So it's not impossible. We've seen him do it. Ho! Reluctant with our first donation of the night. $6. Appreciate that, bro. And say I expected that. Say this is me fin-doming everyone. Yes, I deserve that money. And if I didn't have it, I would have complained for the next 30 minutes about not having it. You gave it to me yesterday, so you better be prepared to give it to me tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Thank you, Reluctant. Now we're almost over. We've got to be over 650 now. Scott Shankle, Phil the Vulgar Beggar. You got that right, brother. Let's continue. We're only halfway through it. Look, I'm an hour and a half. Look at this. Look, I want y'all to understand something. All right. Let me just take a small break because I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to rap with y'all for a second. Let me just rap with y'all for a minute. I have only been doing this for an hour and a half, and we have only made it through 10 minutes of an 18-minute YouTube video. Now, we can take a short break and continue with the second half, or we can power on straight through and just keep going. I'm going to put it onto the chat. So, ones, if you want me to keep going. Twos, if you want to take a 5-minute break, smoke break. So what do you say? Vote now. I'm seeing a lot of twos. Wolfman says, let's go. Looks like we're taking a break. Cool. All right. Now the next question. Do y'all have a particular song you want me to play while we're taking this 5-minute break? Or I could just play one of my original tracks. Either way, fine by me. We can do Snort Wave. We can do a little bit of Hard Archive. All right. I'll just do a little bit of my own stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, all right. Let's do this. We're going to do another track that I just made. This one is called The Raid. And it's just called The Raid. Let's just put it that way. But all right, we got 5 minutes. I'm not Hard Archive. I'm not. He's a friend. He's a friend of the show. He's a great artist, but I am not Hard Archive. Somebody else asked me that too. But no, I am not the dude. So we'll do, let's do it this way. We'll go back to the Las Vegas penthouse and put 4 minutes on the clock and take a 4-minute smoke break. Cool? All right. Be back in 4 minutes. You don't like the drum and bass one? That one's a little bit out there. I forgot that one. I shouldn't be using that one on the on stream. But how about this? How about we do this one instead? All right, let's do it this way. Reset. A little bit more chill out. right, I'm back. Yeah, the other one was a little bit too hardcore, but I had to bust out that lo-fi. What do y'all think? You think you're going to get this kind of production quality from a Phil Burnell stream?
It's just funny because now I'm finally starting to pay attention. I'm getting wind of all the truth of all this shit. And now these people are fucking shitting their bricks, right? Like, oh, wait, what? Yeah. Because I know no one ever cared about your brainless shit. You're just so dumb.
Rockman Raiden in the house. What's going on, brother?
That's correct. I'm a 40-year-old man taking control of the legion of brainless idiots on the fucking internet that gossip about me every day like 5-year-old school children on a school.
Now, see, I want y'all to recognize what he just said there because it speaks to who Phil is. Phil is a 40-year-old man that is a perpetual victim. He thinks that, yeah, shitting their bricks. I understand. I love that. Shitting their bricks. I'm going to rewind that. But Phil perpetually thinks that he is under attack. He can never roll with anything. He can never. He mentions turning something on its head, which is something that most content creators do, just to keep things lively, you know. And I think he learned that from PPP. A lot of the stuff that he knows is coming from him learning from his new daddies. Because it's like I said, Phil just wants daddies. A daddy. Multiple daddies, really, because Phil's greedy. So he wants a lot of daddies. And, you know, he is basically a little sugar baby. Because his entire existence is built upon the kindness of strangers, the kindness of sugar daddies, paying him for doing mundane tasks, you know, cleaning the room, push-ups, fucking eating chicken. He wants money for it. Why does he want money for it? Because he's been paid in the past. Who pays for shit like that? Sugar daddies that want sugar babies, you know, little bitches that they could sprinkle money on and make them dance and do whatever. You know, that's just what Phil is. Phil's a wind-up toy. Phil is, if you could put a quarter in Phil's back, he would do that little dance that he did the other day when he was showing off his socks. He's a dancing monkey. And he knows it. He can't be that stupid. I understand that he has really bad Asperger's, but he can't be so dense that he doesn't understand that the majority of his revenue comes from people shitting on him. You know, there's a few large whales out there like Iron Chef Sakai, guys that end up spending thousands of dollars a week, thousands of dollars in donations. And I'm going to tell you this, we're friends. I love that people donate and support the show and everything, and we can do fun stuff. But if you started giving me thousands of dollars, I would stop. I would contact you and I would say, I can't accept this. This is unreasonable. You know, $100 is normally where I draw my line. Somebody sends 500, maybe if we're doing charity or something, but if someone sent thousands regularly every week, I would feel bad about accepting that because I would feel like I was taking advantage of someone. That's just how I am. Phil, on the other hand, that's business. Once the money leaves your hands and into his pocket, that's business. And that's where it stops for him. But I think that's pretty predatory. And there are some people that are in his chat that we know are of diminished intelligence, and watching him treat them less than, but they also, give money and they also try to support. It's so gross. The kid that always watches DSP that's in the wheelchair that we know that's in the wheelchair, Jade, that's their name. He knows that they're disabled as well. The other day, Jade wanted to play games with Phil. Phil couldn't think of an excuse fast enough. Every turn, he would try to make an excuse. Someone would be like, well, here's the remedy to that. And he'd be, well, what about this? The troll's over this and that over there. And I don't know about this. And That's sick, dude. This person watches you from their wheelchair daily. And the most you are to them, most they are to you, is a commenter and someone that drops money in your bank account on occasion. He's not part of your community. He's just another name that shows up in chat. So that sucks that he treats Jade like that. I think it's really gross. Aside, all the entertainment stuff aside, and all the goofy, cringe, acting, big personality stuff, that's really fucking disgusting. Even though he's not a celebrity or anything, to Jade, at least that probably would mean something. But yet Phil doesn't want to do it because there's no upfront money for it to him, for one. And two, he's just not that interested. He doesn't want to have interaction on that level. He just wants one-way interaction where he can control the narrative, control the situation. And I mean, whatever. But let it be known that Phil treats his disabled viewers and fans like shit.
That's correct. I'm a 40-year-old man taking control of the legion of brainless idiots on the fucking internet that gossip about me every day like 5-year-old school children on a schoolyard. I'm finally taking control of the situation where you have internet grifters controlling those mentally challenged and deficient people. Because that's the only reason they do it, because they realize they have a captive audience of mentally deficient, mentally stunted people who will watch their content, propagate their memes, and send them money. If there was no money involved, they wouldn't do it. Dude was so desperate to get remonetization. Everyone else monetizing illegal content. That's why they do it. No money, they'd vanish. Completely gone. They'd be on to the next thing.
Okay, and the reason why I played that and talked about Jade right before that part is because this should be put next to the dictionary for projection. Because what he just described is exactly what I just described to y'all. He sits there and thinks that he is righteous. I don't know where this comes from, but he's a righteous person because I don't know. I don't get at this point. This is the leap of logic I don't get with DSP. You do this for money. You're a professional, I guess, DSP. There's nothing wrong in that, but you want to straddle the line of, oh, I'm just the little guy. I'm not the guy that was, that makes big money on this, even though he makes about as much as like the top, I'd say 10% of YouTubers on the platform. You make 6 figures a year. You're probably top 10, top 15%, maybe 20%, but I don't think there's 20,000. I don't think 20% of YouTubers make 100,000 a year. I think there's probably 10% that make 6 figures a year. DSP is firmly in that category, but he is not in that category for ad revenue, sponsorships, membership, shit like that. It's purely donated revenue. which fluctuates and, you know, whatever, it's donated. But for him to sit there and say that the people that watch the detractor content are mentally stunned in this and their return, blah, 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 blah. You know, I see Jade in a lot of other people's chats. There are other people that come back and forth. People enjoy watching Phil when they can interact with the chat of funny people that are free to talk. That's why Raw Phil gets upwards of 800 viewers, whereas regular Phil gets what, 200-300? There's only a few people on YouTube where that happens to. Where Cyrax, the fat girl, both fat girls, Foodie Beauty. Well, I don't know if she really streams that much, but the big fat feeder girl, the lesbian one. They are the ones where their own stream will have less viewers than the detractor stream. Because it's more fun to watch when people are having fun. Amber Lynn, thank you, Jay Valentine. That's why when you're streaming, it's a community, it's a live thing, it's interactive. You know, people don't like being lectured to or cared of, and they definitely don't like being hounded for money. But let's get through this. I'm not going to sit here and do this all night long.
That's all it is. And the people are so slow, they can't realize it. They're that dumb.
Yeah, Duty was demonetized for months. He contacted me, asked what he could do to straighten up his content, to get it more in line of fair use. Once his 90 days were up, he resubmitted. I don't think he got it the first time, but when Keemstar talked with Team YouTube, then he was remonetized. And ever since then, he's been coming up with creative content. It's got a lot of commentary and assets and art. Good stuff. He's been doing great on the streams. His meaningful podcast is good stuff as well. Hopefully I can get on there one night or one afternoon. Overall, he learned from the mistake and became a better content creator for it. And now he makes more money and pulls more views than Phil by a long shot. And all of his content is now fair use. So not only can he monetize it, but he can start throwing sponsorship on it too. There's no limit. Bug mechanics, that's true. I give fair enough, fair point. He makes his choice to be a dent. That's a 100% true factual statement. Phil, on the other hand, makes a 100% choice to make excuses so he doesn't have to deal with Jade or interact with them. I thoroughly believe that. And doing that, especially for a streamer, I mean, this is a game streamer. It's not a fucking political streamer where the people he interacts with, you know, dictate his community kind of thing. This is a fucking video game streamer, bro. You play video games. You know, you're supposed to make a spectacle. It's supposed to be entertaining. He just thinks that you buy a game, you hit record, you play it, and then money, then like equals money. Make money. You know, no production value, no acting, no spontaneity, no interesting talks, no different types of people getting together to see what happens on stream. None of that. Yeah, Electro Buzz, that would be a cool stream. You know, he's welcome to come on this stream anytime. He knows that. I know he streams earlier in the day, and that's a little bit of an issue for me, but it's, you know, it's not something I couldn't schedule out. Jade is super. Yeah, he seems like a nice person, you know, in a fucked up situation. I just don't like the, he can fendom all the retarded people like Iron Chef Sakai that you can tell are just like looking for a friend and maybe in the closet. Those people, you can fleece those people. Who gives a shit? But doing that same kind of shit to Jade, this is scummy. You know, make the effort. Make an extra fucking effort. You're a grown man. Make an extra effort.
No, I'm not giving anyone power. That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. You think that me not addressing it gives them power? No, me calling it out for what it is, exposing the mental incapacity of this level of person, and the reason that there's a cult-like following of my detractors. There's no cult-like following around me, you understand, at all. There's a cult-like following around my detractors. That's where the cult-like following is, because they're preying on the mentally weak. They literally sit there and they prey on the mentally weak. It is a cult. They worship these people who make fun of others and send them their money and give them their views. It's disgusting. They're not putting out anything of value. They only exist because they're leeches. They're parasites on others. And they monetize that parasitic behavior. And the weak-minded individuals can't see that they're being used. And that's how the internet has become so bad in the last decade. That's why YouTube is rife with toxic shit. You understand? It needs to be called out. Someone needs to have the courage to call it out and expose it for what it is, instead of saying, well, if I roll with it, I'll make a buck. And hey, maybe if I roll with it, no one will ever make fun of me like that. No, you pussies. It's time to flip it on its head. It's time to expose it for what it is. It's time to get people like this banned from the fucking internet. It's time to finally be men and stop being greedy pussies. Okay? I can't do it alone, but sure as hell I can have a day like today where I outright expose this nonsense for what it is. They all want the meme, but when the meme, hey, I'll make the meme happen, but hey, throw me a bone. Support my content and maybe I'll do the meme for you. Oh, I'll never do that.
Throw me a bone. Literally, he literally says it. It's no longer like, this is DSP. The mask was never on, but now he's going turbo findom. This shit costs money. I'm charging you for memes. I'm charging you for memes. Okay? Now listen, DSP, you stupid fuck. One of the reasons why you still got people showing up to your shit is because there are other people out here that can take your content and either edit it or present it in a way that makes it entertaining and palatable for the masses. Because, bro, raw Phil, like really raw Phil, not the YouTuber, but raw feed Phil, is the absolute most boring content that also fluctuates to being the most annoying, and in some cases can be the most infuriating. So it's a special gift that people like Memology and Snort Hogan and what's the other one? Snort, I forget. Duty, especially. These people that can take your shit stream and present it in a funny fucking way to where it's entertaining. That's the reason why your views are less than, I mean, anyone on the internet, I think. If they sit and upload enough videos to YouTube, you can get videos that make more than 1,000 views. And this guy who has been on YouTube for a generation and has close to what, 200 and some odd thousand subscribers, thinks that 1,000 views is a good day. Why does he think 1,000 views is a good day? Because the views don't mean shit to him. It's all about the time that he gets to beg on YouTube. And like I said, when he figures out how to 24-hour, 7 days a week stream, it's going to be over with. It's going to be over with. DSP, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, that's the end game.
Yeah.
Okay, Wings does have fucking super boring content. More boring than DSP. I'll give you that. Not exciting or infuriating or annoying. Maybe a little annoying. Wings is pretty annoying. Did you see Wings? Oh my God, this is going to be a side. Can't believe you made me do this, Willie. Has anyone seen Wings' new TV that he put in the modular mansion? Hold on. Here it is. I had to look at it. And I was like, this is going right to Reddit. This is going right to the subreddit. Are TV too high? Look at this picture. Oh, is it not showing the picture? Oh, wait. I gotta show. This is Wings' television that he put up in the modular mansion. Does anyone notice anything odd? Anyone notice anything odd? Aside from the fact that you have a $3,000 OLED next to a door that has 10% of it missing at the bottom. But can anyone else tell me what might be a problem with this install? Because if we can just assume that this door right here next to it is probably about close to 7 feet, maybe. So that means the top, maybe this is about 7 foot at the top of this television. But I mean, yeah, Wings ain't broke now that he's getting money on Local Live. I mean, them boys get an average of 5K viewers a stream, and they stream every day. And you want to know how much money Local Live is making? Check this out. If DSP would have joined Local Live, not only would he had made that 50 grand, he would have made much more. I mean, a lot more. I'm about to show y'all something. Local Live super chat total 171,925. Let's just take a look at some of their recent streams. Today's stream 2,100, 1,800, 600. There's a 2,600, 1,500. That was a lower day. 1,000. These were lower days. There's a $2,000 day. So their entire run of the channel is 171. So DSP would have made probably close to 60 it's things now. Yeah, 60. Willie's about right, about 60. So these numbers a night, these are great. This actually would put them probably in the top 50, maybe most super chatted. Normally, if I do, I don't know why they don't come up in just United States and I have to do worldwide. But they are probably well, there's locale Queens right there at 1,500. And that show, hold on, I'm going to stop this so I can sign in real quick. Yeah, we're going to look at Rewind too. Uh, 44,000 so far for Queens. And that's really good because, let's see here. Their average is $15 a chat. Total revenue, 45,000. Last 7 days, 9,200. I have no idea why people pay this much for it, but they must be having fun. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The same time the DSP is complaining about not getting paid money from fucking, what was I about to say? DSP doesn't get any money from doing push-ups or doing these little bitty gags or whatever for $150 or this much money. Look at these shows. These shows are 2 hours long. They happen every day. 1,300, 11, 1,000, 2,100, 2,200. These are just people talking on Discord, but it's entertaining because a lot of people engage. There's a lot of fucking, screaming and yelling, a little bit of drama involved in there. Yeah, I'm banned because of the VTuber thing, but there are things in the works of that. So don't count a brother out just quite yet. Locale Rewind. Let's check that out. It's not up here. Last time I looked, it wasn't up here either. So, but let's go ahead and finish this out because I don't want to be doing this all night long. I have a guest that I need to attend to. We've got 5 more minutes left to go.
Of course you won't, because you're a liar. Because you don't want the actual thing to happen. You just want the meme associated with it. Because you're a toxic fucking loser. You're a blight on humanity. If you didn't exist, the world would be a better place.
That wasn't my fault about that coyote piss shit. I didn't do anything about that. I was just laughing at the motherfucker doing it. But the whole thing was they invited me on. I went on thinking I'm a guest. There's other dudes on. I'm like, oh, whatever. We're just going to kick it. And then I start getting taken in and out of the chat. And it's all because fucking Keem has a phobia of VTubers. So, whatever.
Oh, roll with the memes and shit. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Man.
Fuck you. Fuck these memes. Fuck it, man. Where's my money?
Stand up for fucking morality and the right thing and speak out and say this is wrong. Enough with this internet harassment bullshit.
I told Keem that too. I sent him a message the other day. I was like, you got a problem with with the video? I was like, I just do that because I don't want to use a camera and show my house or me. And he was like, I fucking hate those VTuber things. I don't make, what did he say? I don't make shows for cartoons. It was something like that. And I was like, bro, I'm not a cartoon. No, I said, no, I'm not Nux Taku. He's just weird about that shit.
Yes, someone tipped $2. Yes, on next week's Smart Guys, we are watching and reviewing the Royal Rumble. Just like on this week's, we're reviewing Saturday Night Main Event. I saw it last night, and we'll be reviewing that this week. And next week is the Royal Rumble review. That is happening.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
100%.
Look, I've known him for
the $2 anonymous.
We've known each other for like 8 years. He's like, I'm like, bro, sometimes I don't even use the V2. I just use like a static image. But his thing was like, he wanted everyone that came on that show to have a fucking face cam. I told him one time, I told him already, I'm like, I don't do that. It's like, I'm not interested in that. Said, what I'm interested in is having fun. If I can make shit that makes it so other shit can be made that's fun, that's the best. One day I'll have to show everybody that gives a shit about the time that I saved the funny Fiverr guys. When PewDiePie made them write F the Jews. No, death to... I'll show y'all proof of how I made that shit jump. Because there was a bunch of shit I had to do behind the scenes to make it work. But that was the catalyst to getting me work on Drama Alert. But I think this is about it for his video.
Anonymous tip. No, you can't. Again, someone just tipped me $1 and says you should copyright strike the people who are live rebroadcasting you right now. Although it would be well within my means to do so, I could do it right now and they would be shut down. They would just dispute it and get right back up unless I actually had a lawyer behind me to issue a cease and desist and actually say that they're going to sue. YouTube doesn't have it stick, so there's no point. Like, there's literally no point in issuing any copyright strikes on YouTube whatsoever unless you actually are going to sue. And I've already said outright, I have no intention of suing anyone. I don't have the time and means to do it. You know,
impotent. This guy claims to be a content creator. And I'm not saying do this, but if you are so inclined, you could have a lawyer send cease and desist, send all that. Wouldn't cost that much, but it would probably remedy a lot of the situation. Because let's take this for example. When Keemstar, when he first launched Lolcow Live, there were certain people that were taking very large clips of Lolcow Live and putting them, re-uploading them, you know, kind of like how they do DSP. And you can't do that with Keem. He's going to bring the fire, and he'll bring legal with him too. So there were a few people that would ask him, you know, how long the clip's got to be, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Till sooner or later, it was like everyone was just scared to clip him because he would hit it. He would strike it down if it was copyright, especially if it was behind a paywall. So DSP, he could shore up some of the live restreamers, but we don't want that to happen anyway. But it's not as hard as he is portraying it to be. You just got to make the decision whether or not you're going to allow people to take your content, rebroadcast it as it comes live, and just take that forever. Or you're going to do something about it. And doing something about it, unfortunately, means legal most of the time. But again, that's just more impotent baby rage from DSP, who cries and says, oh, I would do this, but I'm not because I'm a bitch. This is his life in one sentence. I was going to do it, but I'm too scared. I was going to do it, but I'm too fucking scared. This man is furious. Look at his face. Every time you look at him, it's just full of fear. He's fearful of the trolls. He's fearful of losing his wife. He's fearful of losing his money. He's fearful of losing donations. Fearful of losing his new daddy. So what does he do? He lashes out, looks for control. He has no control. The only thing he has control over is he can ban you from his chat.
The only way I'd ever be able to do it is if I hit the lotto. Because then if I have enough money, I don't have to work for a while. Then I could have the time to sue these fuckers. And by the way, it would be done on principle. It wouldn't be like, oh, I'm trying to get money out of them. I just want their channels wiped from the internet, and I want them destitute. So I would make sure that they would be.
Look at this LARPer baby dreamer rage going on here. Okay. Number one, Phil don't play the lotto. At all, period. He's never played. He said it before. He doesn't play the lotto. He doesn't do scratch off. He don't do anything. He doesn't gamble. Even though he pisses away tens of thousands of dollars on mobile games, none of it has the chance of actually winning money. So that's one thing. Okay. Second thing, he's daydreaming about people, about really what he wants. It's not lotto that he wants. He just wants to be given the money. So if we rephrase what he just said, he's saying, if someone gave me enough money where I could sue people on principle, whatever that means, try suing someone on principle, bud. Have fun. Sue them on principle. Take out years and years and years of legal hardship just to leave them broke and destitute. But I don't get where he thinks that people restreaming a goofy clown's video game play on YouTube would be anything more than just like a copyright takedown notice. Like, no one's coming to take your fucking house because you restream DSP. The fucking judge would laugh this out of the courtroom. I'm saying, you're doing what? But that's him. He has these delusions of grandeur where he's somebody, where someone has given him enough money. It's not that he made enough money. He wants to be given money to indulge in this fantasy, which even if, let's just say he got the money. Let's say a wealthy gay sheik came by and was like, oh, DSP, please show me your feet, and gives him $500,000 for foot fetish porn. You don't think DSP would be on stream the very next fucking day asking for another $150? There is no amount of money that will fill this man's soul, the hole in this man's soul. None. And he's trained himself like a dog so as that this is all he knows. And when he's run out of a bag of tricks, he can't do flips and dances around and no one's buying it no more, you know. Then it's back to baby man gamer rage.
And then after that, then, you know, who cares, right? But I'd be rich enough that I'd be able to do it. I can't. I'm a working man. I put out content and I
This motherfucker had the nerve to call himself a working man. Okay. Who's working right now? One in the chat if you're on the job right now. And by on the job, I mean you're out of your house. Because if you're on the job right now, kicking it with us, then respect. Because he wants to consider himself a blue collar man. That's what he's trying to aim here. That's his fucking sly way of saying, oh, I'm just like everyone else. I work for my money. This is bare minimum. This is existing. And it's nice to have friends and to have content and to have fun and all this stuff, but this will not give you a retirement. There's not a content creator I know that retired on just like their ad revenue or their super chats. No, they took it, they flipped it in Bitcoin, they bought a house with it, they bought land with it. Who else I know makes some money? Knew a guy that invested 60,000, came out with like 940. You know, there was stuff that those dudes went without for years. I knew a guy that took all of his cigarette money and he bought Bitcoin with it. And this was back in like 2013. Like every day he would go, instead of spending like $10 on cigarettes, he'd buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. And then I don't know where he's at now, but he had 20 Bitcoin by the time I left Louisiana, because I used to work with him. So that was last time I worked at that job was 2016. So almost 10 years. I mean, we're talking like it could be in the millions. With 20 right now at 100,000, that's 2 million. What am I talking about? That's 2 million. So he reluctant just left work. Willie's chilling. Bubba's working. Mr. Martinez working. This dude on the screen right here, this pasty fucking Play-Doh motherfucker Muppet, is saying he is the working man. I'm going to rewind that just so y'all can spit on y'all's computer screen when he says it.
Right? But I'd be rich enough that I'd be able to do it. I can't. I'm a working man. I put out content and I enjoy what I do. That's more important to me than starting a giant copyright strike war back and forth between people. So it's not worth it to do it. Although it's well within my means to do so, I'm not going to do it. Flatman B, Timmy $2 says he got from silver to gold with Ryu, but now he's run into a lot of pattern players like Cammy and Akuma, but he's enjoying the game. It's all good. Thank you. Yeah, you will. The higher you get, you know.
Okay, I think that's about
Lucky
it.
Gremlin, my brightness is not high. It's the auto exposure of the camera because the background is white today, so it makes it look a little different.
The background is always white, you stupid shit. And side note, this is the ugliest setup I've ever seen in my entire life. I have no idea what anything is going on here. Depth of field is to shit. This is a metal cart for clothes. This is a laundry cart or a shelf. And you can tell that it's metal because the stands poke up right there. This is probably a TV tray. And, of course, we have the new high chair. Got the new high chair with the genital warts on the table. And then we've got the old high chair right in front of him. And then over here on the other side of the room is a monitor that has his OBS. Because, you know, every other person that does this has. But what does DSP have? DSP has 2 tower PCs, 1 laptop, 1 desktop with a screen. What's it? Like a 50-inch television, but not a computer monitor close to him at all. It's ridiculous. There's so much shit in this room that you can't take a picture and put it all in one picture, even though this room is as big as a fucking closet. So, yeah, that's about it for DSP. That's about it. I can't take this dude no more. Anytime I watch him, it makes me annoyed because he puts problems, he makes up the problems for himself. There are solutions to every one of these problems that he has. And every time a solution rears its head, he knocks it back down with some sort of lame problem that he himself invents. And that's what's frustrating to me as someone that likes to solve problems. Every fucking time, it's just this dude is like, well, I can't do it because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. I lied about going to my mom's because people were going to swat me if they knew I was getting married. That's why I lied. I'm justified in lying because DSP is special in that he uploads videos on YouTube, basically. Great. Biblio Harris, you missed the entire stream. You missed everything, dude. We're calling it a night. Literally right now. Yeah, it's because I'm book smart and he's street smart. I would fucking pay any amount of money to see DSP walk through like a fucking gang neighborhood. You know? Not getting hurt. I don't want to get him shot. Just walk through during the daytime on a Sunday when like the hood's popping. Make him walk like 100 yards through Section 8 housing. People are barbecuing, kicking it, drinking. Music's playing. People are fucking talking shit. He has to walk from one end, 100 yards, walking inside the gardens, and he has to make it out the other side. And he can't run. He just has to waddle. You imagine them boys? Them boys would look at him like he's a fucking alien. I just want to see DSP interact with someone in real life on video. I want to see what it's like. I have no idea. Well, I mean, I have an idea. There are no videos of DSP in the wild of a fan coming up and saying, oh my God, it's DSP. Do you mind if I get a video or a quick photograph or something? I've never ever seen that happen. Now there's a lot of other content creators that happens to all the time that have, you know, their face on their content. So it's all about, you know, putting your face out there. Where's Diorio at? I don't know. Where's he at? Where's he at? Is he with Bobby? Maybe he's selling out. Who is he selling out tonight? I saw a little, it was a screenshot that I think Mr. Sin put up that had Diorio talking about Destiny like he's his daddy. Like he wanted Destiny to sit him down and give him a good talking to. In fact, let me find that. That was funny. Where was that? Whoa, we got a new Ralph video? Sorry, guys. I'm going to take one quick second because it was a funny little exchange. Where is it? saying, you know, all that kind of bullshit. Here it is. I found it. Share screen. Yeah, this was looks like somebody was saying that Diorio was denying about being a Destiny orbiter. Also reveals he ignored a podcast invite in November. That's weird, because back in, what is it, September? It says, can Destiny host another seminar for drama YouTubers where he explains the tenant media stuff to normies? I'm way too lazy to research this stuff myself, but it seems funny. I like the concept of Destiny sitting me and Tom down for 6 hours and giving us a college lecture every few months, so I'm less useless when discussing shit. Ho-ho! Sit him down. Whoa, somebody's trying to grease my cheeks. Those are my cheeks. But he wanted Destiny to sit him down and explain to him how to be a better drama YouTuber. Oh, you go, girl. You go. Go on and get that thing. See? A lot of boys out here looking for daddies. Remove. But all right, I am getting out of here. I'm fucking hungry. And me and my special guest are about to make something to eat. Dead air? The hell you talking about, dead air? Willie, get out of here with that shit. Willie's saying Diorio tossing turkey tom salad. Don't even. No one wants to think about that. Yeah, he wouldn't even make it down the street. I could just see Phil right now, like chomping on his nails as he's like nervous walking down MLK Boulevard. All the dudes driving past, bumping Cadillacs, big ass Escalades. He's walking past. Just hey, white bread, you looking for some dope? What you looking for, Whitey? Hold on, let me see if I can find some music to go along with that impression. I don't know if I've got any. Hey, white boy. What you doing over here in the hood, white boy? You looking for some dope? Looking for some of that Memphis? Some of that hound? You a fat little pudgy pig, ain't you? You ain't the cops, is you? Phil just fucking T-posing and shit. I was looking for the way out. Fucking pig roach. How many likes did we have tonight? I didn't even check. If you haven't hit the like button yet, what are you doing, man? Come on, help me out. Last stream, I got in trouble, and we got the red letter, the red $sign. It's probably for something I said though. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and hit it. Just hit it. I mean, I'm not charging you to hit it. This ain't DSP. You don't have to pay to hit the like button around here. I just appreciate it. But thanks everybody for coming out tonight and hanging out. I know it was a little bit of an impromptu stream, But I told y'all I'd be streaming more and more and more and more and more and more. So this is me keeping my side of the deal. That's it. What are we going to end off with tonight? Any requests? Snort Wave. I think Hard Archive put out something earlier today too. Did they put out something? No, they did not. Oh, what to do? Let's go. Since it was a Phil stream, we're gonna go with Meerkat and the Snort Wave tonight, just because I think it's appropriate. Don't y'all think it's appropriate? I think it's appropriate. So while we fix that real quick, let's play one of my tracks while I get set up. Y'all gonna tell me what y'all think of this one. This one's called Way Out. Fuck it. Let's just hit them bubbles.
Thanks for coming out, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, where we do a little more of this cringe shit. Take it easy. Snort Wave right after the end of this track. If you liked it, let me know in the comments.
Now, why do I need to bring this up? All right? Because tomorrow's my day off. I got 2 big bills due this week. Everything all at once. Who? 2 big bills. Chill. Give her a pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. I'm reliant on cats to pay all my bills. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills. We want people who are actually here to have a good time and chill. I got 2 big bills. I don't want to be Mr. Bills. When I pop tags, I feel so pain. I can feel bills coming off my face. A timed release of 2 big bills. This is the United States of Phil. Chill. Give her a pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. 2 big bills. Chill. Give her a pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. I got 2 big bills.